mean, if you rub it, it ain't too bad.
Please don't be one of those people.
I put on lotion. I was just rushing, okay?
What
Smitty, I'm
lotion?
thinking we're gonna do it at like 8. He was like, "Get here as soon as you get."
What lotion is? We're not gonna drive past that. What lotion was it? You said you put on lotion. What lotion was it? We're not gonna drive past
I
that.
do a Vino.
That sounds like it's I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then my dad some body work. Mm,
That's still smell white people. But
and then it's just cocoa butter
yeah,
and shea butter.
I mean, you can say that, but not everybody is good with shea butter. So
Yeah, I have some Vino.
Guess who's back in the building? It's your boy Jive English, and we are here for a midweek conversation. Got some of the coolest girls around hanging out. Bria's in the building.
Hello.
Your girl Shadira's in the building, yo.
gotta do it every time.
Your boy Jive English is the host. As always, it's my pleasure. Oh my God, this is such a robust crowd for Thursday. Oh my God, calm down, calm down. Oh my gosh, it's so much.
Day.
It's just too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a lot of energy going on. What in the name of all that is holy?
It's really Thursday.
I got host. No, I was playing. I was bullshit.
It's not though.
But I am though. Don't do that. We could stop. We can have this conversation.
United
I mean, we could have it.
We can have. We can make it do what it do.
Nations penis over here.
Say, wait, what?
See, there you go. There you have it.
What did you say?
So you have all them nationalities on your wood.
Oh man, I watched that mess. Talking about some damn man. Ain't nobody messing with you.
What?
Talking about some. Basically, I got like passport penis or some shit. She was saying something. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You proud of that? You proud of that? You shouldn't be.
Smitty was like, I lost my virginity to a Mexican girl.
That was a Mexican. She was Dominican.
Oh, he said get it
Dominican.
right. Dominican.
Yeah, Dominican, and
Donald.
then he got all these other little nationalities on his penis. His dick is the United Nations.
Didn't you say you had something positive to say?
I do.
Like you said that.
Okay. Love a black man.
Like, you can't even get it together.
It's this guy who works with me, and he's on weekends. He dedicates his time free of charge, like training young black kids in football. He does a lot of things in the community, but he's chronically depressed, and he we had a conversation just randomly, and he opened up to me about it. And like when he got in the elevator today, like I can see his hands kind of like trembling. And then I didn't want to look him in the eye because his eyes, he had like these weary like eyes. So I texted him, I was like, I see the shaking of the hand and your eyes look kind of weary. How your morning going? He was like, stop reading me. He was like, LOL, like I appreciate that. Like, and it's just observing. This is a good man in the community. Good black man. He has chronic depression. And all it takes is just a little observation and just letting somebody know I see you. You know, I randomly text him we don't even work on the same floor. But I just randomly text him, I know you're probably not, but smile. And, he'll send a laugh and he's like, I needed that. So just, I don't know. That's just my positivity. Love a black man.
Okay, I
And you
think
don't
that
have
was.
to be sexual or like in a relationship setting. It's just love.
I like it. I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. That was very easy to do.
I'm positive. Yeah, very
And,
easy.
and you could have. You never know. That could have really like saved him from a deeper end of the pool he was in.
When I was in 7th grade, that happened. It was this girl I used to go sit with her and all the time, and she was like, Bria, I was gonna kill myself. I was like, what? Why? She was like, I just feel like no one liked me. I was going through stuff at home, and I was like, oh yeah, no, don't do that. But you never know. Just a kind word can change the whole aspect or atmosphere of someone's day.
Mm-hmm.
Positive. Now you want to get messy.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get messy. And that was positive. Good words. You know what I'm saying? How are you feeling over there,
Shit easy.
Moi,
Shadera?
I'm feeling pretty copacetic, pretty chill.
Which I don't know is that she was playing for us the master copy of her new rhymes that she was busting out this motherfucker.
I wouldn't say it's the master copy.
You know what I'm saying? She was out there freestyling and flowing. We saw you. You got a little flow. You know what I'm saying? You got like a nice little flow on you.
It's just one of them. I had a moment.
You had a moment.
I had a moment.
And you did it in your phone, like just beat in the background, like busting rhymes.
Like I wrote it. I got the beat around like probably like 7 or 8ish. Wrote it. Like 10 something. Recorded it. Call it a day. Been playing it ever since.
How you feel about it? It's a dope little flow. It's got a little, you know what I'm saying? It's got some sauce in there.
How do I feel
Very
about
much
it?
so. Rhythm.
Yeah.
How do I feel about it? Dang. Now I gotta,
Good question, right?
Yeah. Like,
We'll get back to that. You think on that.
let's see.
We'll let you think on that. We'll let you ponder on that one.
Can you hear us? Because I feel like, can you hear yourself?
Oh, you see the headphones were not
can hear
actually
though, right?
on.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Make sure.
it's like would be loud.
Gotcha. But it's not loud at all.
It's not.
No, it's for me. It's like it's.
I could turn down your
It's a
individual
sensory thing.
headphones.
You know what? You're awesome, Sauce.
So tell me when I'm turning you down. Tell me when I'm turning you down. Was it? I want to say it's
Turn me
3.
up.
You gotta say Charlie Ollie Oxenfree or something.
So just keep talking. Can you hear you? In the
I can
headphones?
hear me.
You can hear you?
Yeah,
Can you hear you?
yeah. It's not really me. It's like just hearing like the talking in my ear and just
Yeah. Just tell me when it's turned down.
it's still like,
No, I see.
Okay, so
I know
so
what you
oh
mean.
now it's like I can't hear it all.
so
Yeah, like low. It's like close without being all the way off. It's cool.
like that? Is that what you want?
Kind of, yeah.
Let me like that. Like
Sounds
that?
kind of awkward. It could go down a little bit more.
Okay, there you go.
Like you sound like one of those radio host guys. They'd be like, "Yeah, we're on a."
No, I'm trying to do the diagnostic thing, and then
This-
you're like, you're being awkward.
I'm sorry. It's like a sensory thing.
So did you? Is that good?
This is
we
fine
good?
now,
That's
yeah.
good. So we're good. So we did. See what we did there? We compensate.
I thank you.
We compensate too.
I thank you for.
We want
Indulge.
you to be happy to be here.
I mean,
We have invited you. It is our good job to
Just
be a
wait
good
till I
host.
get that accent, boy. I gotta see if I listen to it long enough, I could pick it up.
This is a very easy thing to do. To be a good host.
see, I'm not African.
I am not either.
Well,
Oh.
we
But you
are. We
give-
just American.
I am
Keep
just
the
a,
accent.
I am just a nigger.
You sure?
Yes. Just from here. It is not a
You know what
problem.
you sound like? You sound like Nigerian.
Is that
Nigerian.
just- Matter of fact, I will tell you, there was a dude when I was in Iraq. He was a Nigerian dude, and I didn't know this, but they actually have this thing where at least in Nigeria, they have a visa lottery. Well, at least back in the day they did. And if you won a lottery, you can get an American visa to go to America. And he got his American visa, came to America, and became a soldier, and then got his citizenship that way.
Seems
I was like,
I
that's
do that.
crazy. He was a funny dude. And he was really, he always recognized me. He was like, hey, Smith, is that you? And I'd be like, hey, yo, what's going on?
I would have asked him that question. You ain't want to be one of the cadets at home?
He was, he said he didn't, it was just like, it's like playing the lottery here. It was just like something that he kind of like just did. Never thought he was going to win. And then he won. And then he came to America. And that was like in 05, so ain't no telling. Now,
He sounds old.
you can go to hell.
You were
I'm
wrong.
already there.
I am already
All
there.
of you were wrong. Turning your back on the rest of the world.
Yo, let's stop before somebody like pull up on us and shit. So no, I wanted to have a conversation with you too. Y'all are two dope ass motherfuckers and shit. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
Me?
I agree.
Who, me? So no, I wanted to have a conversation. First of all, I want y'all's fresh take. I have a couple of things I want to say about it, but it Michael Jamal Warner just passed.
R.I.P. Theo.
Theo, you know what I'm saying? Theo Huxtable, you know what I'm saying?
Is it bad I have not really watched that show like that?
Yes, it is. Um,
Where's your black card, ma'am?
yeah, can we?
Can we turn that in?
You can,
Yeah, we're gonna have
let me
to.
tell you, I did
I'm
not.
very mad that you were so comfortable turning that in.
I mean, if we're going to be serious, I feel like how other people across seas feel when they be like, "You're black." I'm not black. No, no.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so-called black. Yes, but I am not black. No.
Black is a political affiliation to which you are subscribed to outside of your will.
But we have no power with black.
No external power. Our power comes from unity.
But if we do not use it for good, what is good being black?
That's
I
a good
just
ass
wanna
question.
say
That's a good ass question.
that-
Shit, you got my plan.
I'm just gonna say, if we talk like this, I feel like we will reach the masses.
We could
Because
reach the
it sounds
masses
like
talking
you really
like
have
this.
something to say.
No, when so that is the thing that I always noticed about African, like just the cadence of it. It's so profound the way
And
they
it's
speak.
strong.
Yeah, like so it's not like everything they say matters. Like all the words, the
Like
way they
this
put them
right
together.
here, I was like, real shit is being said right now. See? Yeah, we need to bring back.
We need to bring back these accents.
Yeah,
Like even the dude, like so I had a neighbor and he was from Africa. I forget which. I think it was Ghana, and he was a soldier. And he told me how he was starting up a business to fix cars. And just on the way he would talk about it, we were both mechanics, but just on the way he would talk about it, I gave him business. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he just sounds so official. I was like,
Because they speak in confidence.
yeah, this is like they just say everything with their whole chest, but it's not aggressive, but it's so stately. It's like,
Confidence.
yeah, it's like, golly, it's like there either is or isn't. There is no maybe. I'm like, they only speak in that maybe. Like, well, let me see what I can do.
but you know what? Maybe that's because, like, if you think of like Hispanics,
Mm-hmm.
their dads, even with, because like I follow, it's like 3 or 4 Hispanic comedians that I follow, and I follow this one kid who does a lot of memes of like what it's like growing up in a Hispanic household.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the conviction of, I don't know, I want to say the actor, it's just the conviction. I just feel like we don't have, like, we kind of just,
I feel like we walk around with this apologizing to be black tone. You know what I mean? Like we're almost like, oh, I'm
we
so
are not
sorry.
short of ourselves.
Like,
type thing.
yeah, we're not too sure about the way.
Our confidence as a group of people.
Yeah, so we like, because that's all code switching is. All code switching is apologizing for.
Can we bring that up on the radio?
Yeah, you know
That
something.
would be a,
Yeah, you want to do it?
too.
Yeah. So yeah, just apologize. Like you know what I'm saying. That's all code switching is apologizing for your ethnicity and then
But
doing something to make them more comfortable.
We do have that, because like growing up, like you do kind of, you don't want to be too, it's, or how I explain it is, do you remember the girl that catch me outside? How about that? It's cute when other races do it, but when we do it, we're trashy.
It kind of reminds me of, I don't know if they told you this in school, but when I was in school, they would tell us, don't speak Geechee. You got to learn how to speak proper. They would always tell us this at Johnson, be like, don't speak Geechee. You have to learn how to speak so other people can understand you, just for later on in life, them to say that Geechee is actually its own language, so we
Right.
should be able to speak how we want to speak.
Right.
But we were pretty much downplayed to you should be apologetic for speaking your language, because it's not what they feel as though is an official thing to be speaking it. You have to speak proper. But what's proper? Most of the time, it's a bastard language anyway. That's what English is. It's not a
Can you
proper...
move the mic away from you like you're brushing up against it? Good
Like-
God. Yeah, just like that. There you go. That's all you need. Good night.
It's like they want us to have a sense of proper terms, but it's like if you go to like Mexico trying to speak English, they're gonna look at you like you crazy, because that's not proper for them.
Right.
But over here, and for some odd reason with Americans, it's like this arrogancy to where our idea of proper has to be, and it's not necessarily ours as so-called black people, but it's like per se the founding fathers, and it all stemmed back from the days of English, the English like colony being an English colony and whatnot. So it's just their level of what proper is.
I had a It was ironic because I went to early college in like ninth and 10th grade, and we had an English lady that taught Spanish, that taught Spanish, and we had like a Spanish lady that taught English. And one thing about our English teacher, she pointed out, she said, I hate when people say, talk, speak English when I'm talking in my accent. She said, when in my country, like how we roll our tongue in our speech, that is how we are taught. That is my English.
Mm-hmm.
Just like she was like in France, they have a certain, it's the way they pronounce everything and how
Yeah.
their languages.
Well,
that's their English. And like you say, Geechee, that's out.
Well, do y'all know who what's that dude's name is? He used to host the he was the black dude. He's an African dude, light skinned dude. He used to host the
I know.
Kind of bug eyes.
no, he used to host the Jon Stewart show.
I love him. Trevor.
Trevor Noah.
He does have kind of bug eyes though.
Don't talk about Trevor.
He does.
Don't you talk about Trevor?
Don't talk about
His eyes are kind of bugged a little
He
bit.
gave
though.
black women the biggest flowers. Oh,
But
my
his
God.
eyes are still kind of bugged though. Like he can be as great as he is
No,
and
we
give
don't
him
talk about
flowers, but his eyes are kind of
That's
bugged
like
though.
Bruno Mars. I don't care how much crack Bruno smokes. You can't talk about
And
Bruno.
he
We can.
and he does
can't
smoke crack.
talk about Bruno.
We gonna bring him up.
We can't talk about Bruno.
See, I guess it's because you got to I can't be on respect of a person. If something
Something stick out. You got to say something.
No, it's true.
You gotta see
I mean,
something, you gotta
I
say
agree. I agree.
Like-
I just much respect to those people. But no,
I
I
respect
agree. He
you,
does have
but
big
I
eyes.
still have
Yeah.
to I gotta.
I'm
call
with
it.
you. I just like to do that.
So Trevor Noah had said some stuff. If we can get to the just beating this man up,
Meat
boy.
and potatoes. Let's go.
I mean, that's how I recognized him.
So Trevor Noah said the thing about people who speak two languages or more than one is that, like for English, they're speaking your language with the rules of their language.
Okay, good.
So you can. That's why the metering and the cadence of the language. They're speaking English in the same cadence they would speak Spanish,
Right.
rolling the R's, doing the same things that they would do in Spanish in English. So they're still obeying the rules of Spanish with the words of English. And that happens with any other language that is your base language, which is why when we speak other people's language, they can go, oh, you're American, because we're still using American linguistic rules to do their language. You see what I'm saying? So the cadence is going to be all, could you do that for me, por favor? And it's like, you sound dumb.
Yeah.
But they know, oh, that's the Southern accent attempting to do Spanish with the rules of a Southern accent. So, yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's all.
Why you looking like that?
I can't gander at you.
It's not gander. It's like the way you looked. You were just like,
I don't know.
Lucas.
Continue.
You're just gay. It's just
Was it
gay.
Affections, man. It's affections.
We're in America.
America.
This is America.
with
We
the
are
K.
What's wrong with affection?
we are
Yeah.
homophobic and homoerotic at the same time. Two things can be true.
Well, okay.
It is what it is. You can go outside and see it for yourself.
I guess I cannot be affectionate to someone
not
I'm
to.
familiar with.
Not in a public sphere. No,
Well, that
it is
too
not.
bad.
It's not okay.
What do they call it, Smithy?
The public sphere.
They call it gay.
They call it
I'm-
gay.
I guess I gotta just be.
Gay.
Look at. Hold on. Let me do the asking.
Nope.
Okay.
Gotta-
Besos.
He said though. That's what he said though.
That is what I said.
No PDA.
No
So,
PDA. No.
No public display.
Not of affection.
Affection.
That's what he says. He's hater. He said that earlier. Hater.
I'm a hater for hire.
Hater.
For hire. For money.
You know-
Yes.
For what?
For money.
Let me do this. Why you?
And you
For me.
catch it.
Could I catch it? Not on camera.
You don't want to catch on camera.
Not on camera.
Not on camera.
Not on camera.
What are you saying?
Usually people.
What
like
am I
to
saying?
What
I-
are you saying?
I am saying that you will not catch me doing such
Why do you
things.
say such things?
You.
I
Why
feel
do
as
you
though
do such
You
things?
take another shot. You take.
I take another shot.
I
It is not going to
don't-
change
it
the
is going to
reality.
change it.
No, 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 no.
Yes, it will.
I need to.
I done seen you.
That
Seen you on
Hennessy-
Likasa.
You have. You
I've
have.
seen you
The
on Likasa.
Hennessy has taken Wakanda.
Taking over Wakanda.
You can
is
tell
crazy.
the one who didn't take a shot. Pass it. You know?
I'm not comfortable.
I want to join.
No. Remember, you are no drinker here.
You are no
sit to the
drinker.
side.
Yes, you have.
She's finished her wine. We can pour another.
We
glass.
can pour her
That's
another
as close
glass.
as we get.
That's as close as you get.
Guess.
You still have to drive.
There
I'm
you
not-
go.
I'm
Zoom,
not-
zoom.
Yes.
All right, let's get to this conversation. Y'all over here got me. We're gonna turn this whole conversation into the reason why we get canceled for real. This is our last show, y'all.
Respect.
We gonna go
Like,
up.
we respect. We going back to our. We need.
Yeah, we need to go
going
back to
to
our
our
roots.
roots
Yeah.
episode.
What makes y'all think we all Nigerian or something?
Oh, I just,
Because we all pretty much came from West Africa.
That don't mean
Somewhere
nothing.
around there.
Some of us
Some of us.
can be East African up
Some.
here.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna get into the whole conversation about the most
Or
diverse,
South African.
the most diverse DNA region on the planet is
I like the way you
Africa.
just
We
did
get
that.
it. I know you not shaking.
like the way
your
you just
glass.
did that.
you ever seen Holes?
Which one? The holes, like the.
Digging the Holes movie
Yeah.
with Shalaba. Can you hear the empty space?
That was good. Talk about an accent.
I could do my country.
Do you hear that?
Where the wine at?
Ting, 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 ting.
Get to the thing.
I'm trying to talk and y'all over here. Golly. Y'all are so big. Y'all are too much.
Ting, ting, ting.
I'm glad I am the.
Y'all
It
are
was
bugging.
whiskey.
Should they about to play one of her songs, lay out a cardboard box?
Yeah.
No, I am not.
You might see her spinning on the head, be like, word.
No, I am not.
Pee popping on the handstand.
Right.
It doesn't even.
And a
sound
skirt.
like that. It doesn't even sound like that.
When you know you gonna spin when you say fuck you, fuck them, fuck that.
Oh nah, that one was more like I was feeling like I was in my clips bag a little bit.
You need some.
Oh,
You
no.
need some gold.
I do. I got some.
I want 8 bar. I want 8 across the bottom.
Like
I
I
wanted
already
that-
got some. I lost my first pair, my slugs. I was so pissed off, but I got another
I gotta
pair.
see it. Where you go to get yours?
I went the first time I went. Well, Dag, he doesn't sell golds anymore. I don't know
What?
he's at.
Jacobs. Shout out Jacobs.
No. I went to Grills. I need to get another pair.
Yeah. Well, when you go, let me know. I want 8 at the bottom, 8 across the bottom.
Got 50 down at the bottom, 50 more at the top. Got them in invisible sets, like little ice cube blocks. If you could
Smile
call it a
there.
drink, call it a smile on the rocks.
Look at it. I wanna
No.
see your grill.
Yep, got them yellows, got them purples, got them reds. Out style jewelry, got them woozy in
Oh,
the head.
wanna
Smitty was
go
jamming
to-
too.
That is my motherfucking song.
Him and his Paul Wall days.
I didn't really fuck with Paul Wall, like, unless he was featuring on somebody else's shit.
He can spit.
That
though.
makes sense.
Yeah, he can spit though. But I was fucking like, what it do, baby? It's the
Bubba
Iceman
Spot?
Pow Wow.
I got the ice look something.
Like
Go
a
to
disco
tracks.
ball.
Tracks New York. Tracks NYC.
Can we do the thing where we came to talk
waiting
about
on
the stuff
you.
that we was gonna do, the thing with the
We-
The
talking?
thing with the thing.
Waiting.
So let's talk about what's really going on, man. In the news, first of all, again, rest in peace, your guy, our man. Like
Who is
just
R?
Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
She took my black card already, so I don't.
Yeah, this is where you hush and we just kind of slide it back to you.
Said you're not one of us, so I'm sorry.
You're not like you're not like us.
Hey,
You can't sit with
we're
us.
not like them and
Saints
not
taken.
like us.
So no, Malcolm Jamal Warner. For me, just two things crossed my mind when he passed. One initially was like grief because a lot like Prince and Michael, like he was somebody who you just grew up with, and he was a constant. And anytime you saw Malcolm Jamal Warner, he was always on something positive.
Exactly.
Like, as a black man, that is like a benchmark. You never heard him into anything. Not to say his life was perfect. He's had breakups, he's had divorces, he's had his life, but nobody could say anything about this man. He just was like the epitome of what an unapologetic black male is, who is just as black as anybody, but not as gate kept into some problematic version of what that means. And he's just been dope. And then for him to pass in such an accident, it's almost like that's the only way I could imagine it, because he was living his life so right. Like, you're not gonna hear him getting shot. You're not gonna hear some sexual tryst. You're not gonna hear, him in the mix of some drugs. It's just not what his life was. So it's almost appropriate. Like, if something was gonna take him out, it was gonna either be time or something out of control, because he just lived his life right. But I also felt a little sad because our culture was so quick, and maybe you know what I mean, maybe I'm a little jaded just about social media culture, that everybody jumped on it as a chance to expand their brand. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody's jumping on it, everybody's taking their chance to sort of, like, we become ambulance chasers that way. Like, any little thing that jumps up, we're trying to chase relevancy by cashing in on these moments. And I think that, maybe we should have, just said some condolences and not try to be so clout chase heavy. You know what I'm saying? Does that
I
make sense?
I have to, when people say that, like a lot of people say, why when somebody die, everybody act, but that's because they're gone. Like I say, I don't post. Like, I had this conversation like right before Rich Homie died, R.I.P. Rich Homie. And everybody was like, well, everybody posted him, this, that. I listen to Rich Homie all the time, but I didn't post. I mean, I didn't post him. I don't have to. But when somebody died, that's you showing your version of respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like that's just, I mean, the one, I can't say about the Theo situation because I haven't seen
Mm-hmm.
all of the
Yeah.
whatever posts.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like who are there doing that to the most, and I'm tired of them making money, is off Emmett Till.
Mm.
That's one fan. I think they are making money off of him, and they still ain't passed the Emmett Till bill.
Yeah.
So that's one, because they done came out with the show. They come out with the movie Till. They're just, at this point, they just making money off the tragedy of this black man. While the woman who confessed that she lied on him in 2015 was still free, but y'all go and get Bill Cosby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, so
But for Malcolm Jamal, I'm not. I can't fully speak on it because I haven't seen I just seen like a couple of tributes. I haven't seen like what you talking about.
and maybe I'm just a little bit hypersensitive about it. You know what I'm saying? And because,
I
like, to your
definitely can see
point, it's fair that everybody is showing respect in their own way.
that. Mhm.
And it just feels like both things can be equally as true, and that's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be a whole bunch of people just showing love, but it also could be everybody's so conscious and aware of their brand is using whatever pertinent information they can to extend that. And when both things can be equally true, that says something about us too.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, both things can be true. One of them probably shouldn't be, but
You know,
you know what I mean? Just like if I try to go get a job and I go in there and I do the application as a white guy and I do the interview and I don't get the job, but a white dude does. For me, it's like equal parts. It could have been racism, and it could have been this guy was more qualified. But the fact that both of these things are equally on the table and have equal weight on my outcome says a lot about this system. You know what I'm saying? One thing shouldn't be there, but
and on the flip side, I
Mhm.
can't speak for any other races' funerals because
Mhm.
I've never been there, and I don't tend to speak on things that I don't know about. But think about a black funeral.
Mhm.
Number one, everybody's all together around. Nobody was around before.
Right.
Nobody came over to grandma's house before. But when he died, everybody just sad. Everybody posting pictures. Everybody doing this. And you got that one extra ass cousin that's falling out. And you know for a fact she was using grandma.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just comes with it. It's always going to be somebody that abused the situation.
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not right. But I feel like that's just human. I mean, I feel like we speaking on living in a utopian society, and that we don't live in a utopian society. There are always going to be somebody getting over on somebody.
I mean, yeah, and I don't disagree with that. But what I think the problem is we're reaching a critical mass where finessing is like the order of the day. We always had somebody that was going to finesse, but it shouldn't have been around every corner and every other house and every other app and every other profile is about trying to get over. You know what I'm saying? So it was, there was, you know what I'm saying? Raising in the Sun was about that idea. You know what I'm saying? Somebody finessed that dude out of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens, and that's an unfortunate reality, but when that behavior becomes so imitatable that it becomes prevalent, like, we act like scamming is like a legitimate business title.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Just like we think situationships is a respectable relationship behavior pattern. Like, y'all out here acting like situationships are how you function. And it's like, were there always situations like that? Yeah, but not in the major. Yeah, not in the major. You used to have to hide it. You used to have to lie.
It wasn't. Because, as I say, like, shame should come back. Shame, like, we don't judge. No, baby, we gonna start judging again.
Y'all got like 3 more months and we about to judge.
We about to start shaming the shit at you. Like, shaming the shit. Bitch, why you should be ashamed for wearing that shit?
I just saw a thing, yo. This was nuts. The chick, I'm gonna show y'all. The chick had on a shirt, right? And it came across the top like this, right? Came across the top like this. And there was a slit in it, and the titties came out the bottom of the shirt. So, like, the whole titty part was out the bottom, and then she just had pasties over the nipples. And then she was like, this is date night. Titties out, just big, like flower bloom pasty looking joints. And then she was like, that's how she was going outside, and then she was kind of like trying to dress it up, like putting the weave hair over it.
Washer and dryer.
And I'm just sitting here like,
washer and dryer.
Why in the world? Like, we got to have a conversation, y'all. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grown. But at some point, it's got to be like some public outcry. Like, yo, what?
Shame. Because now we all on this. Oh, let her do her. Let them just be who they. No. We need to bring that on back. Because everybody's so sensitive. Like, no. Muhammad Ali, he said, they asked him why, he wanted his woman covered or whatever. He said, anything God made of value, he hid. You have to look for diamonds. You got to look for pearls. He said, why would I want the woman that I look at of value to have everything showing that only I should be able to see?
But these days, they call that being insecure.
It ain't insecure. It's respectful.
It's modesty. Like, it's self-respect. We traded and I had a good example of this a couple days ago. We traded, especially our women, has traded self-respect for money. So because a man is throwing money at you, he can openly try you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so yeah,
it's prostitution without seeing it's prostitution.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
I
it's
am
like
highly confident in this little, just like this, highly.
I mean, you should.
So,
I mean, but there's a thing like, and I'll take your concept a step further. We traded in self-respect for self-promotion, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to promote self. You know what I'm saying? So, and remember we was talking about this right before we went live. Me and you, Shadira. Like, there are people who definitely do a lot to make the outside of a car look great. Get new rims, get the new kit, on the bottom, get the wheel well with the lights, get the rims just spinning, the smoked out what you call it, the smoked out headlights. You know what I'm saying? Everything you get inside is just a standard interior.
Looking like a hoopty.
You open up the engine, and the engine is just a regular old engine. Anything that actually has anything to do with the actual amenities of this thing is just standard.
That's like Pimp My Ride. They had a whole like documentary or article about how Pimp My Ride was doing these, extravagant things on cars, but the cars were still trash.
Right.
But that's no different
Because you weren't doing anything structurally to it. You were just adding on amenities to make something average look better than what it was.
Now I learned this from Tu Wong Fu.
The movie?
Yes. All right. Listen. When they were trying to pick the car, they had like the little hoopty and they had the convertible. And that's when Noxzema, aka Wesley Snipes, said style or substance. Do you want substance sustains? Style gonna break down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just what do you want? And we like that's like dressing up. These girls, they bad as hell. They got the BBLs, they got the long wig, they got everything, that whole checklist,
Pause.
but have nothing up here.
Pause. Some of them BBLs does not make them look bad because they be looking real bad bodied with a BBL.
Oh yeah, and I feel like that's worse because if I go on the table and come off worse than how I look, kill me. Because I could deal with a flat ass. Okay, I cannot deal
that oblong football hike booty.
Get that gym booty. That's all.
That's
get them squats in. She said it's the tooth that's coming.
my ass used to just, now
It's got a little.
it do it now.
It do,
And they don't say hey yet. That shit say.
What's happening?
Yeah. Now I'm trying to make that.
It acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's got to acknowledge.
The goal is shit. What's up?
The goal is it's had its own conversation.
Right. Oh, that wasn't even me.
That was it. That was just booty.
But I ain't gonna lie. I told all my life I always wanted to hear somebody say, "You fat." The first time I heard it was on a subway in New York, and the man only had like 5 teeth. But a win is a win.
A W is a W. A dub is a dub.
A win. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying to take this seriously.
So
when she said the man had 5 teeth.
Because
like,
I'm sitting on it. Like one of my good friends, he's a photographer in New York, and he was kind of like scooch. He was like, I hope this man don't act crazy. I might have to knock his ass out. But he was like, nah. I said, look. He was like, that shit look good. I said, he said he did whisper to the other man and said that it was fat. And I was like, that man I could count.
On one hand.
Yeah.
On one hand would change.
A win is a win, baby.
So silly. So let's talk about yo. Have y'all heard about this? The T app?
My sister literally just texted me yesterday and was like, please get on. So it's like dick facts. Like Carfax.
That's another one?
No, that's what I call the T app.
Oh, it's called Dick Facts.
Like how I said to my god brother, I don't need no tea on nobody trying to talk to me. I don't need none of that. Like I don't want to know. I don't know I don't want to know. Like, because more than likely, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you for a reason. I do not need to know the tea about Sue Ann and Lee down the street. No. As long as I don't hear you a punk, I'm good. I meant a homosexual man.
Homosexual man.
Homosexual.
No,
Or
you
the
ever
one that
see Mean Girls? You see Mean Girls?
No.
Oh God! But the little boy they were talking about, he was like, never mind. But he do say homosexual. Okay, if you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta. Don't worry, I'll fuckerize you.
Wait, what?
You ever see Meet the Fockers?
Yeah.
I'll fuckerize you.
What?
See, Shadera has like the whole Robert De Niro thing. I'm more like Gaylord's parents.
Like,
Fuckerize you.
that still does not sound right to this day. Like to
I
this
mean, it
very
wasn't supposed
moment.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't
And
supposed to.
it's not. It does not sound right. Like how they be like bad touch. That is bad word right there.
Fucker.
Like no, the way you used it.
Fuckerize.
Like don't leave it.
Has nothing to do with your sexual organs.
No,
man.
it just feels dirty. It just feels dirty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It just.
You don't get to talk like that with them raps you be rapping.
First
I
off,
ain't lying. Just
what I say in my rap?
You gonna play it?
Which one?
The rap you just played.
Technically, that was more like I was getting on somebody's ass. If we're gonna be serious,
I mean, it is what it is. You was rapping.
I was, but it wasn't like dirty.
It was on. It was raw though. Don't act like it wasn't on some raw shit.
But
like,
it wasn't like dirty. It was raw, yeah, but it wasn't like dirty.
Man, whatever. So this T app is out here, got niggas in the headlock, running scared, because apparently women are out here spilling not just the safety tea, because apparently that's the guise under which this thing has been created. It's really about women being safe and finding out who's who, and if I'm dating the same guy you're dating, and if he's abusive, or what his criminal background might be, or whatever. It's transformed into just, because women are human beings, it's gotten catty and it's gotten very problematic. Women just dumping on men that they don't like, or may have broken up with them, or maybe a baby daddy, baby mama situation, and they just like dumping on people. And there are women that are reporting back to some of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, your homegirl got a brother, your homegirl got a father, your homegirl got a boy cousin, an uncle who's solid. You know what I'm saying? At least in their eyes. And then you go on the app and you see your people getting dragged, you gonna say something.
Kind of.
So why would you think that a woman owes more solidarity to her genitalia than to her bloodline?
Kind of reminds me of what somebody posted, homie of mine posted, where he was like, your level of real might be somebody else's level of shit. So it's like a lot of people be like, oh, I know my cousin is. Nah, your cousin probably is a terrible guy, and you don't know because you ain't dealing with your cousin like that.
or you don't hold your cousin accountable
Like-
because you know he's some bullshit.
But you will say and defend him to the end of times. I know like he probably was doing something retarded and crazy already. Like I don't have a problem with telling mine you doing something wrong.
All right, I'm conflicted because you remember the Savannah Cheaters page? You know, remember
Oh, the corn boy.
that? Oh dear. All right,
Right.
But
Good
I'm
God.
listening. Me and my brother was talking about it, and my brother's standpoint on it was, as a man, I am not gonna put my wife in no position for a bitch to be able to embarrass her or me. So that's just the integrity of the man. So maybe, hopefully, this will get men. I'm not taking shots at men. You know, I love my black men. But it does, maybe it'll make you think before you keep doing all this sideways shit, because we going to check the dick facts on you.
So what?
But
Yeah.
again, I feel like, all right, we were talking about this at work because we turned on, we were watching the Cosby Show at work. And we talked about how shows at one time, Different Worlds, Cosby Show, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, Living Single, all of these shows were about people who came from HBCUs. It was so much positive blackness. But now we started with Hell Date. Then now we got, what is this, Baddies or something? I never watched it at all. Where it's just, we want to see bullshit. We want to see fights. We want messy. That has
You want
become,
you want the Coliseum. You want
exactly,
the gladiators.
and that's exactly
Yeah.
what you're getting. Is let's get all these jackasses to just, now it's more turmoil. I don't know. It's so, I mean, I'm kind of in the middle of it because, yeah, what you're not. And back, yeah, we'll get, because I know you want to talk about body count, but all that's going to tie in when I get to what I'm going to say. Go ahead.
I mean, no. I mean, we're still on the T. I mean, because I think that it's there is this going trope that like, what do you got? What you got? What you got? Go.
Got something to say?
Go ahead. I feel it.
Well, all it is people just want to be able to, like how back in the day, this ain't nothing new as far as men having like multiple women they was dealing with. This has been happening since time and time again. Overseas, they at least got the galls to be like, I got multiple women, I got multiple wives, and this is my show, and this is how we run it over here. Versus over here in America, that's not so. Even though throughout generations on top of generations, not everybody had one wife or was dealing with just strictly one woman. Even if on wax, they would be like, well, I got my wife, but then at grandpa's funeral and whatnot down the block, all you see is his multiple kids and other women he was taking care of and everything popping up at the funeral, and
Now I
he
gotta
leaving them
flip
in the
the
will and
casket.
stuff. To where it's not nothing new as far as men being like poly, whatever it's poly something, polygamy, polygamous
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
like
polygamous.
that's nothing new. That's not a new concept. It's just in today's society now you're able to be like, as a woman, you're able to be like, I want to check the facts to see if he's dealing with somebody else outside of me, so I can have the option to be like whether I want to deal with you or not. So it's just more of a ego thing for women to be able to be like, I can tell you who's dealing with, but at the end of the day, ask how many of them chicks is probably still dealing with them same dudes that they talking about. Some he was on the app, but you probably still ain't let him go. You know he got Tiffany down the street, but you ain't let him go yet. You still dealing with him. You might not say it. You might not say, well, at least he know where home at, but you gonna behave as if you know where he know where home at, because you gonna get that time, or you gonna get whatever them benefits is, and you still gonna deal with him. So you know different from grandma a couple of generations ago, because you still on the same vibe. You just don't want to seem like you feel shamed about not being the only one. But at the end of the day, there's some men that don't have one woman, and that's realistic, whether they have one woman on paper or they don't. Like it ain't just one. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but if we're gonna be realistic, even if we bring it back to the scriptural times, like in the scriptures, it says the only way you're an elder is if you had one wife, and that's just if you wanted to be an elder. But as far as the Bible was concerned, you can have multiple wives as long as you take care of them. Okay, cool. That's you and your business, man. So it's like now it's just like they're holding a standard that wasn't even a standard, because it really comes from Roman times, to where Roman men had no choice but to marry one woman, but they were having multiple side pieces they were taking care of, to where on wax you had one person that was pretty much the face, but they had
So,
multiples.
so here's the thing, and I like whenever you like, I hear people say this all the time, and we always, especially when we go into history up until very recently, any true understanding of behaviors was about the people who could write and read. The lower class, the working class people, their lifestyles and their realities weren't talked about. So for the reality of 90% of humankind, there was not what we're doing this, because there wasn't enough time to do it. You're talking about serfdom. You're talking about right next to chattel slavery. You don't, if you're working from sun up to sundown in a very small serfdom, like, right, so these are villages that are created by lords in order to extract, because there wasn't financialized, this is what the OCGFC type shit, there was no financialized labor. It was just the labor it took to create the tax that you were going to create. This is why so many of them were next to poverty, next to starvation. This is why you didn't have this problem with these ideas, because it wasn't just, there literally was not enough time. You're looking at life expectancies in their 40s. You're not talking about the same people. I don't look 40, but somebody in the 1800s to 1700s, when they were in their 40s, they looked 70. They were on their way out.
80s.
You see what I'm saying? So the ideas, we love to take our understanding of today and then supplant it on, it must have been like that back then too, and it wasn't. That just wasn't the way it worked. That wasn't the way those social clans worked. There's no threat to you cheating on me. You could cheat on me, have another kid outside this relationship, and just move downstairs in the same apartment and it's over. You can't do that in a clan. You can't do that in a village. You just can't do that.
You
So I'm not saying it never happened, but with the consistency that we act like every other dude in the 1940s was just running around here with 3 and 4 families.
Oh no, I ain't gonna say that, but I am gonna say it happens to even it still happens today. They ain't got but so much money, like even over in Africa. Like it's still villages and clans where these men they might not have a lot of money or whatever the case may be and having to work and whatnot, but they still got multiple wives. Like this is something that still happens today.
So
But I want to speak on that though.
go ahead.
Okay. And I say this, and I will always say this.
Okay.
The 14th Amendment allowed who to vote? Black men. Women did not get the right to vote until the 19th Amendment. Why third world countries are considered third world countries because they don't utilize their women. Women are a very big population.
Half the population around the world.
So the most discriminated group of people in the world are women. And in these cultures, it's just in every religion, it's always the one. Pandora opened a box, so that's why hell came out. Eve ate that apple, that's why sin. It's always the woman is at fault. The woman is taught by birth to be under the foot of a man. Even though she came from Adam rib, she's still under him. So I really think that whole it's their culture. That's because they don't have. I mean, yeah, women are the the source of life, but I just feel like in a sense, it's no individual. I don't know. It has to be a balance of it, and I just feel like women have been made to be like the foot of everything. We supposed to take it because granddaddy make all the money and we got to sit at the house and take care of the kids and completely disregard our dreams, like on Fences. That beautiful speech that Viola Davis gave.
It was very painful, very powerful.
Very. I have feelings too. I have desires too. But because I love my man and I love my family and I respect this union, I shut everything off to give life to this family. So I feel like that's a social conditioning of women.
There's some women out here in the world that do want like poly relationships, even here in America. Like they're fine with that. So it's not just like because women feel like they're under the foot. There are plenty of like poly relationships where women are actually respected. Women actually are treated like a rib. They're actually given like reverence as a woman.
The word plenty is crazy because that says like there's a plethora.
There's 1 out of 3.
You think there's 33% of women are in poly relationships?
But I would have to ask why.
That is a significant. That's a significant minority.
Like to hear, like I would have to have a conversation to understand why you would want to be.
They care for joint resources. They care for help around the house. It's really about building and maintaining. Sometimes maybe you do need to have other people around. They have their villages. Like these are their village of women that they know that I can come to. I can turn to outside of just my family. What happens if you married somebody and now like you're not technically near your family like that? Just because you're married or you're dealing with somebody doesn't mean you're going to stick around with your family. That's just the thing we have over here, but that's not realistic.
I mean, but you can build
that kind of moralizes transactional behavior.
I was like, because I have a village and I'm not sleeping with everybody.
Right. Like
I just feel like I don't want to. But that's what the poly relation. We all sharing this pole right here.
But it's a difference.
Like
it's a
bitch,
difference.
it's your turn. Like
it's
I'm on my period. You up?
Yeah. I don't feel like that nigga today. You go ahead. Like, and I think, but it's all built around.
We were a hypersexualized society. We weren't always this way, but we got here. So when we look at poly relationships, we're not talking about like villages are based on that metric. But when you're talking about poly, the thing about the poly relationship, the central thrust of it all, pun intended, is the sexual aspect. And then everything else is built around it.
A lot of people would not have been born if we start going back in time. Not a lot of people came from just one grandpa or somebody sleeping with one person. Shoot, even some mamas. not like there is no like.
And that's the thing, right? So the trope around the problematic behavior gets centered around male behavior, and there are a lot of women out here who, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You know what I'm saying? And we don't, and we don't. We'll recognize that as an eventuality. Oh, that probably happened maybe a couple times, but there's no trope. There's no
There it is.
long-winded. What you want to say? There's no long-winded, sustained outrage about it. Oh, it happens sometimes, but no matter what, mama stayed, mama did this, and it's like that man that was destroyed gets tossed out like, oh, well, it wasn't his baby. What happened to him? Nobody knows because nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets outcasted. It doesn't matter if he was there for 5 years until he found out or 18 years till he found out. He gets discarded, right? So there are ways in which men are marginalized. It doesn't look like the ways women are marginalized. It doesn't mean that women aren't marginalized, especially in the black community. But we play this either or game. If you're not being marginalized like I'm being marginalized, then you're just not being marginalized. If you don't suffer the way I suffer, then you're not suffering. You know what I'm saying? So when you watch these men who have, and I have it in my family, and I think we all do, there were a lot of men who were told this was their kid and it wasn't.
That's tragic.
Mm-hmm.
And I, you know what I'm saying? There were a lot of children who were told that was their father and it wasn't.
That's tragic.
And it was, and all of the women in that family came together and said, "We take this to our grave,"
And that's tragic.
and it was okay. But there's no sustained outrage around that type of behavior.
That's because they normally coddle women as much as that we act like women aren't being coddled. For a long time in society, women were coddled to where they ain't necessarily doing but so wrong. The only reason why black women are kind of put on, she's always doing wrong, because we're at the bottom of society.
Yeah, we're at the bottom.
But as far as women goes, you go talk to black men that actually cater and take care of black women, they would pretty much treat a black woman like she ain't did nothing wrong. So either way it goes, it's like, it's kind of sad that they were coddled to where that's okay, where they tried to tuck that. It's not okay just because it's a woman doing it. Like, it's still dead wrong because you knew that wasn't that man.
But so here, even
I
in
feel
that,
like it depends who the opposite party is, because okay, they're gonna coddle the woman when there is, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna give the little Mike Tyson rape case type thing. Just an example. A man calls you to his house 3:00 in the morning. What the hell you think?
Desiree Washington?
No.
I don't know who that is.
That was it was the girl's name.
Oh, who?
Desiree Washington was the girl's name.
Okay, he calls you over. Do you really think you know what's already what this purpose is? Not saying that he should have forced himself over, but you knew before you came over there. Are you a child? No, and like
no, I get it.
If a man calls you to come to his house
at 3:00 in the morning. I
know.
Okay, I'm old enough to remember what happened, and I remember the interview that she gave, and I promise you, when you hear rape, it's not a joke, and it's in our country it has been, and it hasn't been taken seriously as it should be. Like, but I'm gonna tell you, I watched her interview, and when she said, if he would have just apologized, it would have never gotten this far, I was like, what? Apologize for one of the most egregious acts you can commit on a woman's body? And if you just said, my bad, you would have been good?
And like I said, I'm
Don't look this way.
no. So but like I say, no, it's not to be taken lightly. But
I will say that it has been. Yeah, go ahead. But
just like we were talking about before, like
you gonna have to start drinking on something else. Your habit's a little expensive for this side of the world.
Get the shot glass.
That's right
Hey,
there.
let's not be like this.
But like I said, depending on who the other person is, because in certain cases, when it's a woman with I want to say, I'm gonna use the term weak man, because they're a weak man, they're gonna they're gonna go after that strong woman. But versus I lost my train of thought with Shadera over here taking shots. I'm not.
She over
Don't try
here
to put me on
pulling
camera.
her own
I
trouble.
done walked off the camera. Like, yeah, she's taking a shot. Matter of fact, because you starting. Let me go.
No, I
ahead.
need some water.
Yo, don't try to say water now.
Quiero
Like,
agua.
don't say agua. No. Remember what you
Quiero.
said? It was empty a little earlier. Now you want water.
Can you hear the?
I can.
Will you stop slamming that thing?
All right, wait. Put it in.
Oh.
Pour it in. Give me some more.
Like,
Give me some more liquid courage.
You don't need liquid courage.
That's what liquor is.
yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, boy, the right person gets some of that liquor in their system, they get real courageous.
Get real bold.
Yeah, get real.
Dun,
courageous.
dun, go ahead, be bold with
I had a long day.
Do you just going really?
it. Don't pour that on the dang couch.
I'm not gonna do it. Like, what? You
I
see me
don't-
still struggling to open it now.
I don't know. Silly is as silly does.
I mean, if I wanted to get it silly,
Let's get sticky. Shout out to Tyler, the
are
creator.
you done?
Yep.
I still need to grab a paper towel.
We don't have any water in this piece. Yo quiero agua.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing earlier. No, I don't have water.
I'll start bringing some.
Yes, please and thank you. I think I'm gonna get a wine freezer in this bitch too. I think I might get one of them.
None of that. But no wine for me.
Get a wine freezer.
Yeah. But no, I feel like, because I can honestly say sometimes we coddle our men. Like, I really do. It depends on each situation. Because with you, I do know a girl, and I actually stopped like hanging with the girl because she did a guy like that. I'm talking about, she tried to destroy his family. She knew she was a side bitch, and when I say she gave this man hell. Are we still on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she gave this man hell. I mean, so I popping up. You need to take care. I mean, had everybody feeling like he really was just avoiding that baby. So she went because he still wouldn't leave his girl. She went and put him on child support, and he got the DNA test. Found out that the baby was not his.
It says 10%, by the way.
Okay, I got it.
I could tell you.
Said that the DNA test said that the baby wasn't his. Now, after years of just giving this man hell, then you go straight to the other guy in the same day. Go to another guy who's in a relationship, damn near engaged. Like, oh yeah, she's yours. So what are y'all gonna do? Cause it's not his. And it's 2 years later. So I couldn't be like, me personally. No, don't do that.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
Skirt.
Oh, this is that one. I don't know how I end up doing that. Give me this. Y'all can keep going.
But no, yeah, I stopped being cool with a girl because she did that.
But even in that, and I hope that everything can pick me up. Even in that, like, those situations happen, and I want to be brave enough to say, even though those things happen, I don't like the fact that we play it like that's the majority of women. I don't think the majority of women are out here doing that to men.
No.
Are
It's not
there
majority.
men? Does that happen to some men? Yes. Does it happen to too many? One is too many. But do we believe?
Get your cups down.
I was gonna let him be great. I mean, he was going for it.
Do we believe that men are that? Oh, it was yours. That men are that problematic, or women are that problematic, that it's the majority?
No,
I
it's not
feel-
majority.
I'm really, one thing I'm really tired of is we have to understand that just because one or two or just a handful of people are like this, that doesn't mean we're attacking everybody. Just because it's a handful of bad people in every religion, in every race, in every job. It's a handful of bullshit wherever you go. The Bible does not the Bible, nothing, nobody told you that the life was gonna be easy. I send you off as sheep amidst the wolves. Meaning what? There are wolves out there. But we just everybody gets so offended to where if I say, because I was looking at the TikTok thing when I was talking about good black men, it was like, well, and I said, these good black men raised, by some good black strong mothers. Well, what about the fathers? No one. I was giving praise to these black because a lot of these black men were raised by single fathers and they still turned out wonderful. Why does that have to mean that I'm attacking a black man because I say good black mothers or good mothers?
It kind of reminds me of, I can't remember her name, the one with the glasses that was in here. It reminds me of this. Yeah, there we go. It reminds me of this woman named Sia who was on the podcast, to where it's like that small percentage isn't necessarily like taken as this is a part of us. People normally shun it or act like it's not there, it doesn't exist, when in all actuality it does. But when we bring it up, people always feel as though it's just like an attack, but it's not an attack. This is a part of our community. This is a part of us, whether you want it to be or not. So it's not like we're just trying to bash it per se. We're just making notice of it. But so many people always want to feel like certain things that should be in the dark shouldn't be brought to light. But that's the whole point of even bringing this to light, is so we can shine light on this and actually either heal it or do something to actually like change what it is. But most people don't want to do that.
Now tie that in with this no shame society.
Shame.
Okay, everything that you just said, we're shining the light. This is a mirror for you to take a to self-reflect, self-accountability. Like, yeah, damn, boy, I do some fuck boy shit. Oh, I do some hoe ass shit. Taking that mirror, but no, now, oh, she in her bag. Or no, let her do what she do. Oh, no. Right is right. Wrong is wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you would think so, but I think that
That's like
these tropes are very powerful because what they can do is they can trick people into overproducing your expectations for you in order to prove that they're not that thing.
y'all making me drink. I want to.
So, if every nigga ain't shit until he performs to such a level that, a woman is pleased on every level, then it's, of course, you're going to hear the get your money up, make sure you're a 6-figure man, make sure you're doing all that, because they're internalizing the shame of not being enough. I'm going to, if you look at the BBL culture, if you look at all the stuff that we're seeing women do, they're internalizing someone else's expectation and then using their body to execute somebody else's desire. And it's changing not just the way they look, it's to change the way they present themselves, it's to changing the way they think about themselves, it's changing the way they think about and police other women, right? Go ahead.
I was gonna let you go.
No,
Gotta keep
go.
your finger up. I really think it's because the standard has been switched from, we used to have a standard, like how people always want to talk about bring back the 90s and doodle-doop. Like back in the day, natural body.
Doodle-doop. Do that again. Do it one more time.
We're not doing this.
Go ahead.
Like,
Doodle-doop. I like that one.
But no, go ahead. 90s.
like the 90s. So we.
Doodle-doop.
Oh my God, stop.
So like, with the 90s, we had a certain standard where they'd be like black love. They'd be like, this is what we should have. We had some type of standard, but somewhere along the line, that standard got snapped. That standard got broken. To now, what's the new standard? The new standard is, if you ain't a six-figure nigga, you broke. If you ain't got makeup, weave, BBLs type of job, you ain't no bad bitch. Like, it's certain standards that we used to have, as far as that were more natural, more from like historicals, like you can go back in time, that got switched somewhere along the line. And when it got switched along the line, you look so serious right now. When it got switched along the lines, that became our new standard. So it's like that's what we look to. Well, I'm not going to say we, but in general, we might as well that's what we look to, because we don't really have no standards. We don't have no real, and I'm not saying that we don't have people out here in the world to where we still have like the family unit and we have some type of standard. But as far as marginalized, we don't have an actual standard for our people. So whatever we pretty much goes as far as going with the wind. To where you said something about the style, something about style earlier, and that's what a style is. A style doesn't stay; it might gravitate, but a style can be here. A fashion can be here and
That's what
gone.
my mom used to say. She used to say, but she used to say, fashion come and go, style lasts forever.
So I mean, so it's yeah, and I'll take it even deeper like that. Like there's an old, I think it's an African adage, as a matter of fact, and it's it says in the matters of style flow like the river, but in matters of principle stand like a rock. And we don't have
Say that one
pr-
time.
okay. In matters of style flow like the river. In the matters of principle stand like a rock. Right. So we don't have the rock part. Right. We don't have the principles that aren't movable. Right. Our principles are the water. So, and a lot of our principles have to do with access. We are only doing what we can do, and then that creates this opportunity that the more you can do, the more you will do. If you don't have a moral in the middle of it, it doesn't matter what becomes okay. If you have a moral in the middle, you're immovable.
That's building a house on a weak
Right.
foundation.
Right. So it's like, so when you see, black love and loving black hair and all this other stuff, you talk about the 90s and you're kind of romanticizing it a little bit. You didn't really like necessarily experience it closer to adulthood, because I was kind of like in that.
This man's gonna keep bringing that up.
No,
I mean,
but
because
I mean, but
I
it
was
is
that
a
was
get it, but
there.
I'm
perspective.
just, I'm
It's
doing
a
the jokes.
perspective, yeah.
I'm
Because-
doing the jokes on him. Like,
No, because we can really have a conversation about what we want to talk about.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
listen.
Like we you know what I'm saying? We can do.
we could take this
You
off.
know what I'm
the
saying?
camera.
We
You
can
wanna do this
we can
off
leave the camera on. You know what I'm saying? We can make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I want to know. I feel like
Listen,
I feel like the stepchild.
listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Be kind. Be kind.
All right, we gonna march on. We gonna
Why
march
you
on.
looking like that?
Because I feel like the stepchild.
I don't feel like
I feel like
child. It's okay.
yeah, the one that come to the barbecue who don't know nobody and they be like,
This
Go
is
play with
one
the other
you,
kids.
You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. It's until she crosses me.
Oh, so he's trying to X me out. Oh.
If
Watch.
you-
Extortion.
Yes, if you cross me,
Extortion.
then we have a different conversation. No,
So you want me to silence my mouth?
that's it.
The silence of
That's
my
it.
mouth. Oh. No.
Mind your.
I'm on his top.
Mind your place.
That's
It's what you
man.
do.
This man speaks on his age.
No.
Man
This
speaks
is
on
the
his
problem.
age.
This is the problem we're having. No, the women do not know their place.
He said that the women do not
The
know
women.
their place.
Do not know their place.
So now he's bringing up
the women.
Traditional
traditional.
male values,
He said traditional.
family values. This is what we are talking
This is
about.
what all comes from him speaking of his time frame.
Yes, because
Because the 90s is his style.
then I hate you so fucking much.
I had to bring
Yeah, I see what you did. I see what you did, player. I see what you did. You ain't shit.
Let's bring that back. So
No, so like what you saw in the 90s, I think if we're 30 years away from it now, if we can be honest, it was the last pushback hurrah before access just truly trounced over. Like I was just listening to Arrested Development. I'm everyday people. That shit. I was listening to that today, and I was like, dang man, I remember that early 90s cut. Like there were really people trying to embody an old world ethic about community and blackness that was unapologetic and, offbeat and on purpose. It wasn't trying to keep up with the fad and the phases and all this other stuff. But the more access we got, the more we left it away. You know what I'm saying? I cognizantly as an adult watched the wigs come in, watched the skin lightening come in, watch the noses and watch the artificial augmentation it seemed like the only thing that stopped us from doing it was the ability to do it. It was too expensive to do it. It was out of our market to do it.
now people got payment plans on BBL.
Lord.
But you know, Kanye West said it better. They made us hate ourselves and love they wealth.
Yeah.
That's why Shawty's holler.
Like, where the ball is at?
I
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
white women be getting them things, them wigs and extensions all the time, and that just was like, oh my god, the thing to do. But when black women started doing it,
well, it was because
But
you
in the
weren't.
same sense, because I saw somebody talk about that, like, yeah, big lips weren't cute until Angelina Jolie had it. A big butt wasn't cute until Kim Kardashian had it. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If being black so good, we'll sure slap a blonde wig on our head. We'll sure lighten their skin. So
Throw some contacts on.
yeah,
We
so
love doing
exactly, it we can say it about both.
And
Because we quick to jump on a white one. We quick to do that. But as soon as a white woman say, well, I see you in blonde hair. Oh, shit, all hell break loose.
because they love our culture, but they don't love our position in life, to where we give them that like that salt.
right, because there's a difference between assimilation and appropriation. The difference is proximity to power. When white women mimic black culture, they're appropriating it. They have the power to take from what it is, bring it to their proximity, and leave the people that it comes from in with no change of quality of anything. When black people are trying to emulate whiteness, we are trying to assimilate in an attempt to get closer to the thing. We're trying to be white. This just gotta be honest. When you saw the Malcolm X movie, and he was getting the concholine in his hair, and he got it all fried, dyed, and laid to the side, and he was like, "What'd he say? Dang, look white, don't it?" Mm-hmm. Because in that era, they were just more honest about what they were trying to perpetrate. They were trying to perpetrate whiteness.
Because we've been told that white is right.
And right is white, right is beautiful, right is educated, white is, you know what I'm saying?
And we supposedly don't.
Right, but we were those things, and the thing was to trick us off of our square. So the things that did make us beautiful, they could take and make theirs, because they understood that all they had was their propagandized beauty. They had to keep. That's what commercialism is. It's just constantly pushing a narrative at you until you believe it's true. So we believe it took Vidal so soon, and it took, maybe it's Maybelline, and it took constantly pushing that in your face until you started lightening your skin and getting straight hair. You didn't have to do all that for black to be beautiful. As a matter of fact, black was so beautiful, they made laws to make so you couldn't see it. Black women had to cover their hair and be dressed more modestly, because you was going to take the white man from the white woman. So blackness was so beautiful, you didn't have to advertise it. As a matter of fact, you had to de-advertise it. You had to take it out the public sphere completely. Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Oh no, this is a sidebar that's gonna be like, shout out.
Be careful.
Tuned out art.
Okay, never
And
mind.
Please
continue.
Halftime.
Yeah.
King Bogus, City Boys. August
City Boys.
25. A time was had.
Yeah, time was had.
That.
Yeah, that was fun.
That repeated like.
Yeah, they definitely did that. Yeah, and they did that. Like, and no matter what we said, City Boys going on August 25. Like, yo, that dude. It was funny, but that's exactly how that works. And then see how you just brought that up, and since we were in the room, now we have a shared experience of it, and then now it doubles down on itself. Now imagine if everybody sees Vidal so soon. Imagine if everybody sees, maybe it's Maybelline, and then everybody sees the commercial, and then imagine you're the girl that shows up with the Maybelline. Imagine you're the girl that shows up with the wig. Imagine you look like you can execute high fashion style, next to whiteness, because that's where Eurocentric beauty standards come from. So you're not now you don't even see that you are trying to be white. What you think you're trying to do is just be stylish. You know what I'm saying? So now people are confused. Oh, it has nothing to do with wanting to be white. It's just that. And then they say something about the Melanesians in the Canary Islands off Africa. And they're like, there's black people in Africa with blonde hair. But it's not, they don't look like Marsha Brady.
Right.
Stop doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what that hair looks like. It looks like an afro that's blonde. Now, if you're going to come out here looking with a busted afro from those cultures,
cool. Then let's and if you're gonna educate yourself on them people, because that's what assimilation, that's what appropriation does. It doesn't learn the people. It doesn't uplift the people. It doesn't show deference or even reverence for those people. It just takes the parts that they like and then walks away. And so when these people say, "Oh, these Melanesians, they know," what else do you know about these people? You don't know shit else about these people. You just know they got blonde hair and blue eyes, and that's all you needed to know. Let me go get that wig. Let me go get them contacts.
Ryan.
That's all you needed to know. I got an uncle with blue eyes. Hates motherfuckers to stare at him. As a matter of fact, he's in the comment section.
I think I want to like bring that up. I think systematically it was all. I mean, of course, it's all systematic because when you take back to our rappers, especially in them early 2000s, I like a long hair, thick red bone. Everything was beautiful except black.
That's
Everything was more beautiful but black. You need
closer it was to white. It needed to be red bone. It needed light bright and damn near white. And then let me just say this one quick. And then because I have light skinned people in my family, you know what I'm saying? Very light. You know what I'm saying? Who are just as dark. Hush.
Don't look this way. I'm team dark. You see this dark brown.
No, you
don't do that.
Right, I got
don't
dark
do that.
skin tendencies.
You
don't do that.
You like
don't do that. Don't disrespect me on this podcast.
You like a Hawaiian roll. You know what I'm saying?
King
Hawaiian.
Hawaiian.
Out the oven, but you look. Everybody like a Hawaiian roll.
So she said you is light skin, but everybody like it.
You brown.
Let me look
you
at
brown.
this. I'm a dark brown.
No, you're not. You're not.
See?
I'm sorry. I am. You're not.
We are the same complexion.
We are not. You are delusional. Right. Look at him.
Don't do me like that. We're the same skin. We're the same. We're the same. Don't do this.
We're different. We are same.
No, we are the same skin.
Same difference. That's what we are. The same difference. But no, so now look what it does to light-skinned black people. Now it puts them on the defensive because now we're attacking them for their proximity to whiteness that they don't even celebrate in this culture.
You want to hear that?
You know what I'm saying? So now, you know what I'm saying, her hair just as nappy as yours, but she lighter than you. And now you hate her. So now our solidarity in our community, that's because that's what colorism is. It's a dissection inside of blackness that says, oh, you too light to really be black. Because we really homogenize what blackness means.
You know where that come from?
What's that?
It's the Willie Lynch syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
You turn the light versus the dark. That's why the lights were able to be in the house. The dark ones, darkies had to be outside. It was to separate. This is like, and it's crazy because everyone wants to talk about, oh, slavery was so long ago, but they did a test on rats, right? They did a test on rats where they used to electrocute the rats. And like long after they stop electrocute, like they will have a sound and then electrocute the rats. So after time passed, after they stop electrocuting the rats, the offspring of those rats, when they heard the sound, they would jolt, even though they're not electrocuting them anymore. So that just shows how down it does go down in generations, and we don't want to talk about it, but that is, we turn light against the dark, the old versus the young. It's to keep us divided. And even more so now, they've turned it into the music industry. Let's push everything. Like, you remember the black and white doll experiment, where they got all these black children who have nothing to do with race, and they ask the child, which one is the good doll? They pick up the white one. Which doll is the bad doll? They pick up the black one. Which doll is the nice doll? They pick up the white one. It's conditioning. They taught you. They're teaching us. And I feel like how in the division in social media, it's man versus woman. No, it's just growing even more. Because now we're focusing on our division. But when you look at all these funny memes that everybody is sharing, they're like, we all live the same life. They're just telling us we're different. I watched a Asian stand-up guy, and he was like, what is this soft parenting? I come from an Asian household. My dad didn't give you any damn options. And guess what? A Hispanic was like, oh, that was my household too. A black household could say that was my household too. So if we're so different, how we have the same childhood? How do we have these same shared experiences? But we know we focus on the division, on the
Yeah,
little bullshit that
so
means
we're
nothing.
90%, 95% similar, and the 5-6% of the things that we are different, that's the most we pay attention to. Even with black men and black women, largely we suffer the same. Largely we are, you know what I'm saying, are being policed the same. You know, one of the largest growing capacities for imprisoned people are black women. You know what I'm saying? They're starting to get into that. Like, yo, so we're seeing it, but we're so dissected because she doesn't suffer exactly how I suffer. So she's got it good. The mitigation of pain does not mean health. Right? So just because I get a little pain relief doesn't mean I'm healthy. Just because they stuck the knife in my back 9 inches and stuck it in yours 6, doesn't mean neither one of us are assaulted. And we're arguing over 3 inches and not the assault. Like, we're being hit. Well, he stuck it all the way in my back, and you got 3 more inches to go. And it's like, pause first of all. And
I said it with your old chest right there. 3 more to go, right?
But
Go
that
ahead.
kind of goes. My uncle has a theory. Shout out to my uncle Victor. He was like, you know why white people get away with these scams? He said, because whatever they take, that white man take whatever he get. He gonna buy him a Dodge Ram truck. Call that shit a day. But a black person, oh, why Jive got this much? Why Shadera got this much? Well, and then you want to pull up and buy the most fanciest car. You drawing all this attention to yourself because we worry about the wrong shit. We just did a scam. Everybody, you may have got 20,000. I got 50. Well, why should now? We done bought so much attention now it done blew up.
And now everybody know, and now we both
All
in
our
jail.
ass going to jail.
Yeah, you could have just let it ride.
Like I said, you take that white man take his little 20,000, take his asshole. That's fine. He don't give a damn what you got going on. That's what's wrong with us. We too focused on what the other person got, what they doing, how they doing, what, because it's like I said, all we don't want to talk is Willie Lynch syndrome, to be jealous. They groomed us to be jealous of each other. The book Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. Wonderful book. Shout out. Well, he's passed, but whatever. Good black book. Love my black men. It's about I'm not gonna say an arrogant, but he's a very hopeful black man. And the main character, he doesn't even have a name because he speaks in I form. You read it? Heard about it?
No, I just have my hand up so I don't forget what I wanted to say.
But it's just about he's going through the world, and his grandfather's like, okay, remember your place in the world. And he was like, no, everything, I'm free, people are going to embrace me. But he ended up getting captured or whatever. And he get put in this ring where he has to fight other black men to the death. And when he looks into the crowd, it's the judge, it's the police officer, it's all of these public officials that he felt had his back because he was free. But they're putting you in this ring to kill your brother.
Yeah. We've been talking for a minute. I want to... What you got? We're going to move on, but let's go.
Side note. Slavery was not that long ago. From me, it's like 7 people ago. Like slavery, we always be like, it's been a long... No, it hasn't been a long time ago. 7 people ain't a lot of people, especially when some people's great-grandparents is still alive and kicking. Like, that's not a lot of people.
Yeah, no. So I want to. It's just crazy. This T app turned all the way into slavery. It's always amazing how we moved off of it. But I saw where it turned. We started talking about just the behaviors and sexual stuff, and then it got into poly, and then it got into all this stuff.
I mean, because the T app, I feel like it's really cut and dry. Because on one hand, it's gonna hold a man accountable. Because do you want your dick facts on T? Because if they come up with pussy facts, I guarantee you, then.
Well, they say there is. They say there are apps that.
And another, like, how do you get on there? And another problem with that is bitter ass women out here, and it's bitter ass men. So you could just be putting up there because.
Yeah, because you can't.
Because he ain't like you.
Yeah,
like,
because
maybe
it ended in the way you want it. Yeah.
and he was not feeling you.
Some people are angry. Like, what is it? That one song by Cliqu'd. It was like, moving on seems harder to do when the one that you love moves faster than you.
Mm.
So there are some people out here who are just mad that they looked up, they're still mourning the loss, and you on to the next one. But you both agreed it should be over. Maybe you're the one that said it should be over, and then you look up and they're not reeling from this the way you thought they should. Losing you should have been harder for them, and they're like, they moved on.
That's hilarious because my god brother and me were talking about that earlier today, where certain baby daddies, to where they'll be like, "You ain't gonna be nothing without me," doo doo doo, and then they'll see the baby mama like flourishing, and then they're mad and they're doing everything under the sun to be bitter towards her. I mean, we can, and if people want to be like, "What about the?" It can switch too. Because it's baby mamas like that too.
Mm-hmm.
But me and my god brother, we just happened to bring up the fact of like, people really will do that. They will really be mad and feel like you're supposed to be hurting. I'm the best thing that ever happened to your life. You supposed to be hurting now that I'm gone. And they see somebody moving on to where it's like, maybe you thought you was like the best thing, but you possibly wasn't. You probably was really terrible to them and you wasn't the best thing for them. But they moved towards getting
Something.
better.
Yeah.
And now you mad.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would say to that, when two people break up, the person who moves on the quickest, anybody who just jumps to somebody, I feel something's wrong. Cause that, like, you don't want to just detox for a second. You just, and cause that's where, like, cause that happened to me. Well, in a sense where, I left my baby daddy, and like next thing you know, you done moved in with some woman, right? Y'all together and y'all doing all of this fun. Me, I took the time to like decompress from the relationship and like breathe and but see, you can just move on because you're broken. Because whatever problems you had in this relationship, even if you weren't the problem, you still carrying because you still fresh with this person. That's like you going to eat after you brush your teeth and drink orange juice. You still, because it's still there.
I mean, there's still a residual to it. I think there is a fear. I think because there's a such thing as serial monogamists. They don't necessarily cheat, but you're not going to catch them by themselves. They're going to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That idea of being by themselves is just it's a non-negotiable.
And that's an issue. You can't sit with yourself, but you expect somebody else to sit with you. Damn, you don't enjoy your own damn company.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's some real shit, and that's why, damn, you can't.
Let me tell you something. I don't. Some there's some people who just don't like themselves.
That was like this conversation right here. I literally was talking about this earlier, so that's like crazy to hear.
Yeah, like it's because some people just don't like themselves, and I think instead of indicting those people, we have to start getting to a culture where we haven't taught our children. First of all, we haven't even taught them how to sit alone with a book.
Tragic.
So sitting alone with your thoughts,
that's the first lesson.
Starts with a book, because the thing that you're doing is looking at words and creating ideas on what those words mean when you see them in your mind. We haven't given our children that ability. So the thought of sitting with yourself and processing ideas is whack, because we're not doing that. We're giving them tablets. We're giving them everything that will feed back into them. And then, so then now they're adults, and then now they're like, I don't have that thing that teaches me how to sit with myself with this information. Like, I'm an 80s baby. I remember going to the bathroom. You know what we used to do? We used to read the back of motherfucking
stalls.
Not stalls, just at the house. You used to take like
the cereal, back of the cereal box.
Not cereal. It wasn't in the bathroom, but whatever product was in the bathroom, we're back there reading all the. This is Ziflo Rimmermill.
People had like a magazine
or a magazine rack or something, and you're doing. What are you doing? You're allowing yourself to imagine words. That's what reading is. You're imagining. You're taking these phonemes and then putting them in your mind and going, what do these things? When these things come around, what do I? You know what I'm saying? What do I see? That's the magic of books, but we don't do that. So these kids don't like reading
because we don't want our kids. Kids are just a fashion
kids are a consequence of behavior, not the natural conclusion of it. You have sex, you're gonna have kids. People be like, I have family members like, she got pregnant on purpose. Nigga, you were fucking her on purpose. You didn't pull out on purpose. Like, there's this is settled math. This is how it works. Like, that's how kids are made. That's just how it works. Maybe in some other animal, whatever little thing that just does it, mitosis instead of meiosis or whatever, that's them. But you as a human being, it takes you. She didn't do anything to you that you didn't want done, and vice versa. But y'all just wanted to have a good time. Like, I have 4 kids, 3 children's mothers. I've never blamed them. I might not have wanted, you know what I'm saying, like, why? But at the end of the day, it was a responsibility. Like, I was there. I was there the whole time.
That's accountability. Yeah.
And then these kids come here, and now it's your job to play the good host, and now you realize you don't got enough amenities to be a good host.
I'm going to be honest. I am pro-choice because kids didn't ask to be here. And if you don't have the will to do right by that child, don't have them. Because, like you said, people are not, they just keeping the kids. Well, as long as they can dress, as long as I feed them clothes and got a roof over their head. No, it's more than that. The first, one of the first 3 things I teach my children is how to be home. My mama taught me that. I'd be like, Mama, I'm bored. She'd be like, it's going to be many days your ass going to be bored. You better find something to do before I find you something to do. You know, or can I go to such and such house? No, you're going to wear out your welcome. Learn how to be home. And it goes to and I said this on the radio, don't steal away your children's boredom. Boredom is how we discovered, I have a bass guitar in my house. Boredom is how my son just decided to go and start plucking it. Boredom is realizing that he likes to draw. Boredom is my daughter finding out that she is an exceptional drawer. That's boredom. Let your child be bored. But no, we will shove a tablet because I just want that child to be quiet. When the child don't even need that tablet. Because I remember one day I fed my daughter. I washed her. She didn't have a dirty diaper and she was just so whiny. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong with her. My mama said she won't fucking love. Grab her. Hug her. Kiss her. Shit. And after I grabbed her and I hugged her and I just snuggled and kissed her, she just went on by her merry little way. That's like tiring a child out. You take the child to the park. Run the child. After you run that child around that park, give his ass something to eat, wash him, put him in the bed. It's done. But no, we going to give him McDonald's. We going to give his ass melatonin and that's it.
You ain't never told no lie.
Cutting all these corners.
Johnny cut corners.
And this is the generation we have. We got the mamas who want to party. I'm like I said, I see more mamas partying than the damn daddies now.
Back in that day.
You see them partying more than they parenting.
Exactly.
And that's men too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's men. I don't. It's men too, and it's sad that we really do just have that little thing like, oh, he's doing it too. I mean, yeah,
we expect I hate
no
that we expect, man. Yeah, from fathers like, oh, he was at the club last night. I mean, of course he was at the club last night. What was he supposed to be doing? Like, at home
but
with his
I do
kid,
tell
maybe.
my guy friends that, like, I hate to hear a man say, "Oh, I'm babysitting." You ain't fucking babysitting. That's your child. You parenting. What do
You're
you mean?
raising.
Like, what do you mean? You're parenting. I hate this.
My woman went out like, and I had to babysit.
Nigga, no,
that's
you ain't
your
had to
kid.
babysit.
That's madness, me.
Side note. Y'all remember back in the day when they actually used to have children's parties and children would be like playing or outside or something like that.
Perfect example.
And then they'd be like, that child, like, they gonna sleep good tonight.
Uh-huh.
We don't have those, they gonna sleep good tonight type of vibes anymore.
We don't even have kids parties anymore.
We don't have a community anymore. Let's just be honest about that.
We
We
don't
got
have kids parties. We literally will do these extravagant hundreds of dollar decorations when all them kids want is a hamburger, hot dog, and some Huggy juices.
Man, if you took them kids outside,
Yeah.
gave them that, and then like just get a whole big little pot or whatever, full with some water bottle, some water balloons. They remember that for the rest of their life.
Taking
But
a
see,
kid
now
out.
it's all about what we put on social media.
There
we
it
want
goes.
you to
Yeah.
think that I got more. Like I said, I seen a girl try do hibachi for her 5-year-old daughter's birthday, and it's like she's fucking 5.
It's hibachi, baby.
Like
It's
like,
hibachi, baby.
she's fucking 5, bro.
It's
Like
hibachi, baby.
I gotta
Come
spend
on,
all this
baby.
money. You spend how much for a kid party when you would have gave that, like I said, a hot dog, hamburger.
You could have
Huggy
gave the
juices,
sheet
and
cake
them
with the
Ruffle
Dora
chips.
on it,
With the
man.
Ruffle chips. Shit, them churn be
Them bounce
good.
houses, she would
But
have had a ball.
The best time of the damn
You
world.
could have got the the hot and ready little joints from what you call it, Little Caesars. Get 5 or 6 of them little boxes of pizzas, and then let the kids from the neighborhood come outside and just be like, "Hey, it's her birthday. We over here kicking it."
And that be I'm talking about the latest.
Boy, what? Have a
And-
little couple of little cheap little water balloons, water guns from like the little Dollar Tree, and let the kids just play around outside.
Talking about
Boy,
the kids, I'm sorry, but
I mean, but and then in a good party, the parents do join.
yeah, and then
'Cause
you play with.
Mhm.
There's a little cross correlation, and they playing around, and it's all right, y'all. Don't stop playing. I'm sitting down.
That part. Or now they
Then
keep doing these damn I like but if you don't sit your ass on goddamn TikTok, then just go play.
what happened to the
Child,
good
go
old
play.
water fights? They don't
But no, because
happen
ain't nobody
more.
gonna mess up this lace front.
What you mean?
talking
And they
I
giving
would've
the
had-
kids these lace fronts. That just be the wildest part.
What?
These little kids be having it.
I'm to middle school bundles.
What happened
nails.
to just if you ain't had no hair, you ain't had no hair, baby. Strap that ponytail up as best
Had a
as
little
possible.
fan. What you talking about with the little
Like put the little gel on it,
gel
put
the
some
shit
bow
out
or
of that
something,
thing?
like-
That shit be looking like this.
And then look, back in the day, she was still fine. She was still face card
Because
don't decline,
the girls
right?
with the girls with the fan ponytails always had a big old bunkie.
Right.
So it took away from that. So ain't nobody paying attention to the little fan. Look at that ass, you know?
I had to put weave in her head because she needed it. Did she though?
She needed like as a necessity.
But see, I had a teacher in 6th grade, R.I.P. Miss Mac. It was a girl.
Mary
God.
Mac.
No, it's Miss Temple, black woman, older
All
black
dressed
woman.
in black, huh?
She had silver buttons all down her back.
back.
Yes, she did.
But she asked the girl, because she was an old black woman, so she didn't care what come out of her mouth. She was a teacher. And she said, why you got them heels on and you just in 6th grade and them big old earrings? Give you
That's a good question. Why are you wearing heels in the 6th grade, baby?
but she said give yourself something give yourself something to look forward to. If you do everything at 6th grade, then you're gonna be trying to do grown shit by the time you get to 12th grade. And when the girl was like that, and old people, she say that girl gonna be pushing a stroller by the time she's 16, and it ain't gonna be no dog baby in it. I said, oh damn.
Because they're old. I'm getting old enough to like. I get why older people just call a thing. Because at some point it's just like I'm tired of pretending I don't see it. Because you see it happen so many times. It's like, so when a grandma called that little boy fast, that little girl fast, and that little boy a hoodlum, that little boy about to kill himself. She done seen enough men kill themselves. That little boy about to kill himself. He ain't gonna make it to 21. Cause she done seen it.
And wisdom.
And she was like, and it may hurt your feelings, but your grandma done seen too many black boys kill themselves to pretend like, oh no, he gonna be fine. That's what you want your grandma to tell you?
They don't want
Is he gonna be fine? He's not.
Because we don't want to hear truth.
to our libraries, our actual libraries. We consider our libraries null and void.
Mm-hmm.
Walk-in libraries, at least our elders.
Mm-hmm.
Our elders are being checked off as you just an old person who hating. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if y'all seen this meme, right? To where it was like, somebody was like, watch, I'm gonna be that old person that's gonna say, I don't believe in robot and human marriages, and y'all gonna be making it seem like I'm crazy. But that's slick how we're kind of doing it in this generation to how some of our elder people are responding to certain stuff, and we're taking it negative. But they're saying what they already done seen, and they're trying to give warning. But we don't want to listen to them because maybe we feel like we don't respect them enough. We don't feel like they've done enough to be able to say anything to anybody. So it's like,
Well, We don't vibe because to them they're boring. Everything when we put these tablets or all these games, or you just trying to put your or every time you turn, we over celebrating these kids. What you doing is just getting keeping these kids on a high dopamine kick to where they feel like everything has to be something always has to be going on versus like we had acts of service growing up. You had to go like in church, like you say, that's the sick and shut in and stuff. Like you had to help somebody. I had a neighbor who's cross street, Miss Adam. Go pull her trash around. Go do it was acts of service. We were taught to respect them. Now it is and I don't know like I really did this is a research that I'm still getting on because the kids of the Oglethorpe Mall shooting, they the parents were the and I'm not singling out this, but this is the generation, the Freaknik generation around that time. These are their children. Our children are, a little bit.
Well,
further.
I'm the millennial, right?
Okay.
The older millennial.
So
The older millennial and the Gen Xers,
because when was
right?
your oldest daughter born?
My oldest daughter was born in '99.
99.
Yeah, so
All
she's
right, no.
25.
So after you, because these kids, these are the
Yeah.
oh one, oh two,
Yeah.
oh three. These are these baby, and like I say, I got a cousin who got kids in that era, and she was at Freaknik, and if I put the two and two together, it make fucking sense. That's how I got to that.
But yeah, I mean, so also here's another thing, right? Two things are true, right? One is we definitely are not, and I've said this before, we're definitely not telling evolution with our sexual selection the type of men and women that should go forward. Because who we're picking, who we're telling evolution should exist happens with our sexual selection. So think of the time snap that you're taking. You're saying that dude that was a thug, that chick that just was nothing but a fat ass, that should persist. The mindset, the hardwiring of everything that made that thing needs to go on. And then you make that decision. And then you look at your kids. Your kids are half of you, half of them, and you're watching the idea that this should work. So then we turn around and go, we're making the men that we say we don't like. We're making the women we say we don't like, and then complaining about where the women and the men we like are. And the answer is we don't make those. We make problems. Now, we have sentience. We can change. We can augment. We can do things, but it's going to be harder and harder the more the wiring gets harder and more rigid and less diverse because we're all picking, from a capitalist standpoint, the same subset of qualifications: money, sex, and fucking leisure. That's it. And whoever can do that gets to win.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not enough diversity. There's not enough men who say I'll be a mechanic. I'll be a whatever. You're not telling them that. The people who have the kind of mechanical mind, because there are different types of genius. So the type of person who has a mechanical genius, the type of person who has a musical genius, the type of person who has an engineering genius in them, we're not making them anymore. We're making the dope boy. We're making the hustle. They're making the scammer over and over and over and over and over again. And then we're like, well, where is it? Why don't nobody want to be a mechanic no more?
Yeah.
You didn't make one of them.
Yeah.
Like, where do you think they come from?
Mm-hmm.
There has to be, you know what I'm saying? These fathers who sit in their lives, like there's a couple of guys that I work with now whose fathers taught them how to be a mechanic. That's why they do it. That's what they did.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it was you,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like this movie, this like Western style movie, to where one dude, he came looking for his father because he wanted to like murk his father.
Oh, that one movie.
Like,
Yeah.
How the older son was like, he was ready to be a hellraiser, all type of stuff, but the younger son wasn't like that. He wasn't like that because that's not what he was born into.
Mm-hmm.
He was born after the father done calmed down. The father realized, like, I can't be living this type of lifestyle. He wanted to be better. So it's like when you say something like that, that's all it reminds me of, to where it's like, your child today is not going to represent if you have a child, if you had a child back in the day.
Right. Like you can raise a child and the timestamp of who you are at that moment that you take that you make that child is gonna tell you it's gonna tell you who you were right then. It's like rings on a tree. And by the time, if I have a kid now, based on all the things that my DNA have survived and done now, it's gonna tell in how that kid behaves. And it could be with the same mother, same father, but it was like there was a 10-year difference in understanding and how I treated my body. Like I remember this one dude, he had a kid. One of his first kid was like kind of like just a regular kid, but then he got into like bodybuilding and maintaining his body. He had a kid like 5 years after that, and this kid was like a superhero. It was like, why is this kid so cut up and this, that, and the third? And it was like he's not raising them different, but what he put into that mix was a little something different.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So
They had it's a psychologist, and I can't remember his name, and I'm going to, because I've listened to his content a lot. But they were asking him like, how do children come out who are raised in the same household come out different? And he said no child is raised in the same household.
mm-hmm.
Because the way the first child, this is the first time, like if you made this parent, the first time parent,
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to figure stuff out. By the third child's may not get the same parent the first child got, just like the second child may not have gotten. So no child grows up in the same household. So I feel like, but your morals
Mm-hmm.
can be the same, but every child is going to experience something different. And as a parent, whatever it is, you got to be open enough. Whatever they tell you, you got to listen. But yeah.
All right, we about to switch and go end this on a little thing. This shouldn't take this long to be talked about, but
I love black men. You see what's on the front of my phone?
I see it. So, body counts. Where do y'all stand on this idea of body counts?
Your business is your business.
Would you ask your dude? Would
Hell.
y'all ask your prospective partners
Hell
what their body
no.
counts is?
Nope.
No. Would you? I mean, I feel like you might. You feel like, is it important for you to know?
You're with me now.
Right.
As long as we went and got them tests done,
That part.
clean,
That part.
like that's all I care about.
So I'm going to give you a couple of metrics of why some of these red pillars, I don't co-sign on this. I'm just saying this is what they're saying. Is that they're saying the more men or sexual partners at all that a woman has, the less able the less happy or less comfortable or less satisfied she's able to be in a committed long-term relationship. So this is what they're saying.
I'm listening.
That this is why men want to be passport bros. It sounds really, I'm just saying, this is what they're saying. That this is why you need to get a woman as close to virginity as humanly possible. All these type of things. Because
You wouldn't even know. Let me tell you one thing about a woman. We ain't talking about, excuse my friend, we ain't talking about a bitch.
Hey,
She
We
said
talking-
with the
yeah, her
big-
eyes got big and everything.
Wait, yeah. We talking about a woman.
Mm-hmm.
They used to say, you could find dog shit everywhere, but you never find cat shit because the cats bury their shit. A man will cheat all over town, but a real woman is mysterious. That's why they compare women to cats. But because a real woman, I don't have to show what I do. You don't have to do that. You would never know. Any man, if you met you a real woman and she handled, in the way she conduct herself, you wouldn't know how many goddamn body counts she have. But we ain't talking about these ones who scarred, and the only reason why they got all them bodies is because something happened to them as a child and they became hypersexual and they ain't know what to do with it. That's different because they carry themselves different. But a woman, you're not going to know. So and as a man, same thing. If you a man and you could have slept the whole goddamn soccer team. But if you did yours the right way,
But here's
honest with them women, not lie and to get, but you honest and everybody got an understanding. I'm not going, because that's not my business.
But that's okay. But that's utopian because as much as I be defending niggas gonna lie. Like that's just
I'm gonna be my first baby dad. I went through my first baby, and I did not know how to feel one time. I went through his phone, and he told a girl, "I love my baby mama. If my baby mama ever come in this job and say something to you, and you say some disrespectful shit back, I'ma snap on you. So if you can't fuck with me, don't fuck with me." That girl fucked with him. And I said, "How you got?" He said, "Shit, you just be real with these hoes. Cause I ain't about to get caught up. You ain't never about to hear about me doing this or a girl about to expose me. Cause shit, bitch, you knew."
so and so
And I was confused. I was like, do I be mad at this nigga? Or how the fuck do I feel about this?
because here's the thing, you could be honest and not it's still not honorable.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like if you know what I'm saying, if I asked you if you murdered my brother and you go, "Yeah, I did." Well, I respect your honesty, but you're still a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't absolve you. Well, I was honest with everybody. That's still a shitty thing to do. Like, objectively, you're in a committed relationship and you told your side bitch, keep it real, keep it funky. All right, let's go.
I mean, I'm not saying him cheating was right, but I respect how you did it versus, like I say, it's wrong. It's 100% wrong. Cheating is wrong. But I would rather you do that than to have this woman thinking that you about to leave this woman and now you creating problems because now you playing with somebody's feelings.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you this,
manipulating, and that's how girls start. I mean, you do got some crazies out there, but that's what make women spaz out because I didn't know what you had going on. You took away my power of choice.
Right. Well, I'll tell you why. Because I just be honest with you, at least in my perception, because the version of you that I want is, even if you're okay, if you was with it, I'm still not going to get the version of you I want.
Yeah, I can see.
If I lie, the version of you that is just going to pour over me and doubt and you know what I'm saying, just shower me and just, oh my God, and make and all the good morning texts and all that, like you said, dopamine, all that rush, you're not going to give it to me. It's going to be very metered. It's going to be very calculated, and it's going to be very transactional. And I don't want that. I want the version of you that believes this is where I'm at.
And see, that is a person I feel.
Yeah.
A serial cheater. Because like I said, my first baby daddy's married now. Shout out to him. Cool. But a serial is something deeper than that. The fact that you have to tear something, that's where empathy come in at. Because even if I'm cruel, like I say, I'm not justifying because I did break up with my baby daddy, obviously. But that's just something I would say. I respect him because after I talk to other guys and you see how guys really do lie to these women. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about really, what it was Bob Marley who said, it's a coward who awakens the love of a woman with no intentions of loving her.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly, he cheated.
And all the time. But
I mean,
but at the same time, was he honest? like I say, because if I give you the power of choice and I tell you this is what it is and you decide, I feel like that's way better than me just selling you these lies and you over here thinking.
But at the same time, that's the same thing about the knife in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, reduction in harm is not safety. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I kept it real. I'm going to still keep, but I'm going to keep it funky with you. Like, and in some places, in some spaces, there are people, men and women, who feel emotionally trapped in this. Like, they can't conceptualize themselves without you because they've given their identity to this wholeness that they're trying to achieve. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we talked about the Bible a little loosely, but when, you know, two to come together, they'll become one. And now they feel like they're one with you. And now they're tied to you. That's, you know, people call it soul ties, whatever. And now you're dragging them with you, and they don't feel like they have the autonomy to just tear away because so much of them is in you that tearing away from them feels like killing themselves.
But then again, that's the blue pill, red pill analogy, because red pill, uncomfortable truth. You know the truth. Me personally, like I said, my first baby daddy was the one that did pay for everything. He bought me my first car. My first car was a T-Top Camaro. So
you got rid of it?
I did. Reason being though, because it wasn't worth my integrity. It wasn't worth knowing that that's what was going on. I personally couldn't do it because I couldn't live with myself because that was my preference.
Mm-hmm.
Now you may find a woman who is okay with it. That's fine. But like I said, that's blue pill, red pill. Are you gonna be stand? Because when you do make those choices to turn and leave that car, leave that situation, you do get a certain self love. Like you do have a, when you want to call frequencies, vibrations, whatever, you do genuinely, this is me talking from experience, get this feel of love. And it's self love. You get this confidence versus every time, oh, I'm just settling. I'm just gonna let him, and you shrink. Cause you just shrink because you just bypassing everything that's against your belief or your thought. So yeah. It's up to you. It's up to you as a person. You in a relationship, do you want to stay there? Is it worth staying there and watching somebody disrespect you, and every time you forgive them, you forgiving them, but a piece of you is just you betraying yourself little by little. Every time you betraying yourself.
So I'm gonna ask this: do you think that there's a certain number in this body count game that kind of says, "Hey, that's probably the way this person works"? You know what I'm saying? Because if you meet a dude and he's 25 years old and he's tell you he slept with over 100, 200 women, and you can conceivably believe like he may have started like 14, 15 years old. So like in the last 10 years, you slept with 10 women a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that connotes any sort of idea of loyalty.
Okay, I will give you. Okay. I can go ahead.
I know dudes like that. They got crazy number bodies, right? But they literally go cold turkey for that one, to where they ain't trying to deal with nobody else. They ain't actually trying to be on like, I'm just collecting another body. Like, as crazy as that sounds, some people actually can really do that. They literally have like, we find their person, like that's their person, even though they've like probably
the camera
went crazy. Like, it happens more often than it don't happen.
I could believe that. I can see that. The reason being is because a lot of those guys who do run through woman after woman, they've seen. But that's how I end up friend zoning them, because if you just, it's not even about the body count, it's how messy you are. I don't care about your body count, but if your name is out there, like, nigga, everybody know you to be a munch and you just eat everybody twat, I can't fuck with you. It's the reputation that comes with it. Now, like I say, now if you low with it, how do I know? I know. But a lot of those guys, I end up friend zoning them, and they end up falling in love with me because it's like, I'm separate from this mass of women that just goes with whatever they say they want. So, but yeah, to me, it's not about body count. It's reputation behind it. Because if I don't know, I don't know. But if your name ringing bells out here, no, I'm not about to post you. You know why? Because I'm about to hear all the stories.
Yeah.
Ain't no man gonna post no woman like, boy, yo.
Page.
Your woman suck the meanest. I know you's a lucky man.
Hey, bring back the T page, the T topic.
Oh, sorry. All right, go back to the
No,
T.
I'm saying that, like, it just circled back.
Oh, yeah.
The
reputation of it.
Like, that's all that is. I want to know what your reputation is looking like. I want to know what you got and who you got. Like, just them being nosy. That's all. They want.
I mean, but also I think I said this before. I think it's a weird way to talk about past sexual partners is bodies. Like, that's.
You said that before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, those are like human beings. These are experiences with humans. You're talking to them like they're like crime scene victims.
Some people don't view them as that. Some people just be like, oh,
this was just a body I caught. This is just
like, they don't see them. How I remember when you said it, Bria. It was like, you got to humanize the people. Some people do not humanize people that they sleep with. It's just.
And then in the same sense, some people don't humanize theirself. You see yourself, I just see the money. I don't, and they going to use this as a way to get that money or whatever that man. So self-love and empathy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Don't be a homosexual.
Oh, yeah, I know a couple of those.
Oh, Lord. Well, we
think,
had some fun. Huh?
Wait a minute. Hey, y'all hush up.
I'm crying.
What?
What about you in body count? You talking about us? What about you?
I mean, oh Lord, jeez.
Yeah, you see how he answered the question.
Because I'm not gonna. But
Oh my
personally,
God.
it's not. It's nowhere near like even some of the credit I've been given. I've been given credit. I'm like, I did what? Boy, I was having a good
He go,
time.
I did that.
Boy, shoot. I wish I was there.
That's what I'm tell God on Judgment Day. I repented for that one.
It's like trial.
But no, I
Bringing
think
up no evidence here.
I think
Should I
that
be
I think unfortunately, like there was a time for me that I would say enhanced my experience level from a place of
It's
insecurity.
the fact that he tried to like really put a bow tie on this.
I did.
Like he's trying to bow tie this really hard.
I really did, because who was to call it that?
Like
I'm out here just killing bitches. Like
said,
who's
first off, I am heightening my experience.
right?
Like,
Just leveling up on y'all niggas.
this man has to be stopped.
So I'm just like, nah, like it took me a long time to realize like my sexual health, my sexual history, my sexual past matters. It should matter. It matters because I was willing to commit my body to it. So why doesn't it matter? And the behaviors that come with it, you know what I'm saying? If I've only practiced the type of behavior that would reinforce being able to sleep with a woman within 2 weeks and then move on to the next one, what makes a woman believe that I have any skill set in maintaining a long-term committed relationship?
And you can kind of counteract that with, that's like I've known girls who've waited a long time to lose their virginity, and after that they freaked out. Versus the one, like I know some who probably lost theirs in middle school, and now they the most calmest women out because it was a time period. I asked my mom, I was like, "Mommy, do all women have a whole bunch?" She said, "Yeah, it's always a time you can't keep your shit to yourself. You learn it." Now it don't gotta mean that you slept with 20, 50, 50 guys, but there was a time you was probably learning yourself, and you was exploring your sexual. Now, but there is some OD, because like I say, now if you getting trains ran on you and you doing all this, that's a different problem. Like I
Yes,
say,
it
a lot
is.
of women or men, it's hypersexuality because something happened to you probably when you were a kid, and now that's a sickness. But yeah, I mean, if you had you a little moment when you couldn't stop swinging at Peter, then
And then if you so
whoever raised you,
and
did
it,
the
now
job.
if you can honest, I think there's just an honesty that we need to come to the table with and just be like, look, I want to learn how to do this.
I could see.
You know what I'm saying? I love you, and I know I don't know how to do that, but can we learn how to do that together? Instead of coming to the table acting like I got all the answers already because I'm a man, I'm a leader, so we just gonna do what I say do. And I don't have any sexual discipline because nobody taught it to me. I don't have any financial discipline. Nobody ever taught it to me. I don't have any parental discipline. Nobody ever taught it to me. So we all are at this table at scratch, don't know how to do anything, and we need to be honest with each other. I need you to be my partner. I don't need to be your leader until we can train me into that position. We need to be partners until I can be a leader. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be, like, what do you call it? Like accountability buddies, right?
Accountability.
So be my whatever that she just did.
Accountability.
Yeah, that.
It's wild.
So I need that. I think men need to be more honest about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really good at chasing bitches. I know how to do that. I know how to get my body count out to the atmosphere with numbers. I don't know how to sit in front of one woman and be honest. I just don't know how to do it
real.
because nobody taught me how to do it, and no woman that I ever wanted reinforced being honest to her. She fell for the lies too. She wanted to believe the lies too.
Well, I just had got out of a situation where that was the case. Nobody taught me, and I tried. But I am not a rehabilitation center for a man who was not raised right.
I mean,
I can only say, but if you don't want that change or you
they
change,
gotta, yeah, it's gotta.
It
You
has
can't
action.
enforce it. It has to be organic because I'm not trying to say there can't be boundaries and there can't be, but It's like going to college. Like going to school from K to 12 is compulsory. You have to. It's a law. But when you go to college, that's because you want to be here. If you don't come to class, ain't nobody gonna make you go to class.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming to your room. Ain't nobody coming to your dorm. Don't come. Don't come. So that's how you show up in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up like, yo, you asked to be here.
Mm-hmm.
This
And
what you
that's
said you wanted.
holding accountable.
So I'm not about to come in here and make you be faithful. You just gonna either be faithful or not, and then we gonna see in the streets and like you said with reputation what happens, because I don't give a fuck how good you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Shit stinks. And as soon as it gets hot outside, we could tell even where the cat shit came from. It was buried, but it still stink.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I might not be able to see the shit, but I could tell a cat's been around here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I like how you did that. You did that. Just
so it's like, or are you just going to be the kind of person that goes, nah, I'm going to make sure I know, I don't know how to treat women. I know how to treat my woman.
mm-hmm.
I don't know how to treat, she don't know how to treat men. She know how to treat me because we did that. So she can't go to you and you can't go to her and get what she gave me because we are thumbprint. This is specific. But body counts are about quantity, especially for men. It's just about this idea that, you can conquer, which is why the alpha male trope is about it's about predatory behavior. The alpha is especially in the way they talk about it, is the most fierce, the most fearful, the one everybody is afraid of. It's like, oh, he has this idea that no man can beat him and no woman can deny him, and that's what makes you alpha. I think that's trashy.
Yeah, I see that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know people who just want to be able to be loved by one person and to love one person. And we call them niggas simps. We call them bitches pick-me's.
Mm-hmm.
And then we valorize a motherfucker who can make you afraid that they'll cheat on you. Like, oh, man, I got to act right. This motherfucker can go get somebody else. Is that the only reason you know how to act right?
It's quite tragic.
The only reason you know how to act right is because you can be replaced.
Oh, I've had that several times. Where people, they just want to possess you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, those guys get jealous of you. And that's how, like, that, and that's kind of a reason why some guys do dog women out. Because what Eve had that song Love is Blind, she was like, cut her down because she was too tall, because you said she was too tall for her or whatever.
Yeah. So, like,
you get that woman, and that's how you lie to her. She's striving and you just chip at her, by cheating and slime, making her just feel less and less and less and less. Not for no other reason, but because you knew she was too good for you.
and the thing is that because they're so afraid that, like, I like women that are competent. Now, that's like one of the things I need, as a matter of fact. But some of these men, because they don't. Tony Moore said this. You know what I'm saying? They talk about race, but and the only way you can be tall is for me to be on my knees. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you know how to. You know what I'm saying? To chop me down is the only way. You're not any taller than you truly are, but you have to lower me first, and that's the only way you can experience it. That's what happens with men and women, because they really, in this socioeconomic structure, black men and black women are so low. The only way I can feel any sort of superiority is to make you inferior to me, because the only social structure that we can actually emulate, that we can see consistently, is white supremacy. And how does white supremacy work? It inferiorizes everything below it. So we're just trying to do that to each other. So you have a man who says he loves you, but his version of love is turning you into a white woman to his white man. You're beneath me, and you need to know your place.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Can we get out of here?
Yeah, we
It's
definitely.
been a dope conversation, y'all. Crazy work.
Now you can clap.
Let's get up out of here, y'all. It's been dope. Peace.